Shit, shit. You dropping this done deal.
Bro, let them know
It's a done deal.
Why is it done deal?
Let them know you dropping me,
I drop you.
No, say it.
Pooh Shiesty dropping 10-17.
Shout out to real nigga ain't never did no police shit or none of that, bro. Tell them what's going on.
Bro, we just did that. That's done.
What you do?
You drop. You said you want to be dropped. You drop.
Sign the paper.
I signed the paper. It's done.
So, according to KHOU 11 News Houston, Pooh Shiesty has the damn jury selection today?
Today, jury selection set to begin for rapper Pooh Shiesty, whose legal name is Lontrell Williams Jr. He, his father, rapper Big30, and 6 other men are accused in this federal kidnapping and extortion case involving rapper Gucci Mane's record label. Prosecutors say the group carried out an armed takeover at a Dallas music studio back in January after a meeting tied to a recording contract. Court filings say prosecutors have video, cell phone data, and cooperating witnesses. The defendants have pleaded not guilty.
5/19/2026 pretrial order as Lontrell Williams Jr., Sr., Rodney Wright, DeMarcus Glover, Darren McDaniel, Terrence Rogers, Corday Johnson, Kadarius Waters, Demarion Gibson. Jury trial set for when 7/6/2026 before senior judge David Gabby. Pretrial conference is set for 7/1/2026, 10 a.m. before senior judge David C. Gabby. Ordered by this judge, David C. Gabby, on when 5/19/2026. Well, let's see exactly what the hell's going on, when it's going on, who the hell did what, who said whatever, because y'all gonna get on the news station for this shit? Roll it. Yeah, okay. So if we go to June 5th, 2026, they have a minute pretrial order. As to Lontrell Williams Jr., then Sr., then Rodney Wright, DeMarcus Glover, Darren McDaniel, Terrence Rogers, Corday Johnson, Kadarius Waters, Demarion Gibson. This case is set for trial on this court's one-week docket beginning when? February 22nd, 2027, before senior judge David C. Godby. A final pretrial conference in this case is set for February 17th, 2027, 10 a.m. before senior judge David C. Godby. Then y'all can see right here before the court is defending Lontrell Williams Jr.'s unopposed motion to certify cases complex and motion to enter a new scheduling order filed by May 27, 2026. The court finds that the ends of justice served by a continuance outweigh the best interests of the public and the defendant in a speedy trial for the reasons stated in the motion, and therefore grants the request for a continuance as requested and declares this case complex pursuant to 18 U.S.C. 3161H7B2. The failure to grant a continuance in this case would deny defendant's counsel the reasonable time necessary for effective preparation, taking into account the exercise of due diligence. By taking into account the exercise of due diligence by defense counsel, a continuance of the duration granted by this order is necessary for effective preparation by defense counsel. This case is set for trial on the court's one-week docket beginning when February 22nd, 2027. Any potential conflicts must be called to the attention of the court in writing within 10 days from the date of this order. The parties shall comply with the federal rules of criminal procedure and local criminal rules of this court, except as expressly modified by this order. The government shall provide full discovery to each defendant in accordance with Rule 16A. Then it goes on to say all this other shit, 35 days before trial is when they're supposed to get a whole bunch of stuff, and each defendant shall provide full discovery to the government 28 days before the trial in accordance with Rule 16B. The government shall, in accordance with Brady versus Maryland, meaning Brady material, provide everybody all this shit 35 days before trial. Government shall provide each defendant with Jinx Act material 18 U.S.C. 3500 on the day prior to testimony of the witness to whom such material relates. The defendant shall do likewise. All pretrial motions shall be filed 21 days before trial, and they must comply with Local Rule 47.1. The government response to pretrial motions shall be filed 14 days before trial, and any reply by the defendants shall be filed 10 days before trial. The government's pretrial material shall be filed 10 days before trial, and y'all can pretty much understand that this is what's going on. And this got signed June 5th, 2026. So I don't know what the hell the news got going on, but I want to take a moment to do what I do best and talk my shit. All right, so now that you have separated the BS to the real S, there's only one question that remains. Why the hell did they do that? Now, obviously, it's just an error, so we'll grant them some type of grace. Because in the long run, what's really going to end up happening is that February date is probably going to be pushed back to like April, maybe May. I'd say we probably get this shit started around like May or June as far as the trial goes. But here's the worst part about this. It's going to allow, just like Lil Durk's trial, more people to flip on Pooh Shiesty. Pooh Shiesty is a sinking ship. Now, I've heard certain lawyers and all this stuff, and they make a great point. They like, bro, you gotta say this goddamn video is AI or whatever the hell and all that. And I would be in that boat to say, you goddamn right. But the issue that I have with this is absolutely, one, I don't believe that the feds leaked the mother flipping video because why take out Roderick Davis's freaking face? To me, if the feds were going to leak this, it would have been raw footage. That would have caused so much dismay that you would have thunk to yourselves because it makes perfect sense. Man, somebody from Pooh Shiesty's team leaked this shit. That's what would have immediately caused the most chaotic scenario, chaotic scene to say that this had to be somebody who had the raw footage to say, F it, and put it out, and that would have been that. But the reason why I believe that this was 100% thrown out there by Pooh Shiesty's team is because somebody already flipped. And I believe that the person who flipped already gave their statements and all this shit to the dang feds and all this stuff. So they're getting ready to essentially do that. And just like how the Durk case is going to go, the snitch is going to have to 100% be convincing. Now, I still believe Durk is going to beat the trial, and I believe that the boy Vonnie is just doing this shit so that he can get out, and it is what it is, and we'll see what happens after that. But the more interesting part about all of this shit is the longer it goes, the more people are going to flip. And I believe that the feds want 2 or 3 people to flip. So that way they have an open and shut goddamn case and they want more charges. See, I don't believe that the feds are just satisfied with the little bit of charges that they have. I believe that they're going to want people to say certain shit so that Pooh Shiesty could damn near be looking at life. See, Pooh Shiesty could get 50 freaking years, and I 100% believe the feds want to give him that and make him a damn example. Because if you think about it, Pooh Shiesty is one of the worst criminals in modern day Memphis history, and that's a hell of a thing to say. Because at the end of this shit, you had to look at it and go, you were already on federal probation for essentially doing the same shit in a different way. Pooh Shiesty wasn't even off of federal probation before he crashed out. It don't get no worse than that. That type of case is one of the cases like how you have in Tennessee the truth and sentencing case. That's one of them things that make the feds think about trying to run to the freaking laws to change them and go, see, we shouldn't be giving none of these idiots a damn come back home ass goddamn pass. No, make them serve every single day. And what do you mean, Sadie Nash, Tennessee and truth and sentencing? Long story short, Justin Johnson, the murder of young Dolph, literally had a Tennessee law change because they said had Justin Johnson never been out for the prior bullshit shootings that he did, he would have never been able to have the opportunity to kill a young Dolph. And they said that would have prevented young Dolph from dying that day. And I believe this is going to take that type of route. Pooh Shiesty come out, FDO, first day out, man, F the feds. And you right back in there, F'd by the feds. Simple mathematics. But they want to get that boy a life sentence. Can't nobody convince me otherwise. But hey, will y'all be going through the KHOU and mother flipping telling them, hey, y'all got this all wrong, or y'all just going to let this slide because y'all hold Sadie Nash to a high-ass standard and y'all won't hold them to it? If that's the case, then I got to always be on point, always sharpen up, because the news never gets it wrong. But when Sadie Nash does it, that's just my petty point, you know. It is what it is. But hey, Click right here to see how Hernandez Govan slick just exposed that the feds and the state ain't even on the same goddamn playing field. They made his ass miss court today. And then they said we want to put a gag order on him. Click right here for that full video or click right here for the playlist, and I will catch y'all in the next one.